The spiritual strength of this great land of Bharat has been its Grama Devatas, the village deities. In many ways, when the big temples were razed to the ground, it is these village deities which kept the dharmic heartbeat alive. They today stand as less acknowledged backbone which held the nation together. While the Paradevatas needed elaborate temple structures and strict maintenance guidelines, these Grama Devatas were accessible and relatable at a human level. The bond was very tight and no less than a parent-child or a brother-sister relationship. Hence, the Siddhas and Munis of the past developed this whole culture of Grama Devatas so that no village or hamlet in Bharat is left without a Devata. Each village becomes a mini cosmos with its own Devata and family of Devatas. One such Devata is Angala Parameshwari. Angala Parameshwari, also called as Angali or Anagalamman, is a fierce yet compassionate form of Shakti. In one origin story of Angali, when Shiva cuts off Brahma's fifth head, he incurs the karma of Brahmahatya. The head of Brahma was stuck to Kala Bhairava's palm as a kapala. Parvati Devi takes the form of Angala Parameshwari, crushes the kapala, thereby liberating Shiva. In another version, it is said that she is the combined form of all the 51 Devis of the Shaktipitas. Shaktipitas are the 51 places in which different parts of Sati Devi's body fell. According to the Shakta traditions, the formless Angala Parameshwari was the one who created the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara. Mel Malayanur is the main place where the first temple of Angala Parameshwari was established. There are thousands of temples of Angala Parameshwari across Tamil Nadu. This unique temple of hers is in Thenkudi near Kumbakonam. This was established by a living Siddha, Sri Angali Siddhar Appuvarma, making it unique and special. Sri Appuvarma is a trained sthapati and an artist. He was working in the film industry in Chennai. 15 years ago, certain experiences happened where Anagalamman led to this village Nannilam, where presently he is located. Here, he has established various deities, but in a temporary manner. What makes this place special is that Angala Parameshwari speaks to people through a process called Arulvak. This happens 3 days in a week. People from far and near come to get their questions answered by Angali. She is lovingly called as Amman by people, which means the mother.
When people come to the temple for Anagalamman's darshanam, on specific days, on Tuesdays, on Fridays, on Paurnami and Amavasya, full moon and also new moon, they have Arulvaku where Amman is invoked. Amman or Devi is invoked on Appuswami's wife Gayatri Ma. Whatever happens, then I think you all have to witness it. I don't think I can completely explain it.
The first time I was there to experience Amman and see everything was a little shocking in the sense of, like, I didn't really know what was going on, but I could tell that it was something that was very powerful and energy that is like cocooning, like protective, omnipresent in a sense.
Being that close to when Amma was invocated really gave a sense of like a superior force to me. My arms were like really shaking because of how powerful Amman's presence, I guess, was. As a visual person like me needing to believe something like that, it was awesome, and I had tears during that day when I really got to see Amman invocated in front of me, and really it was an amazing experience.
People come here to ask questions related to their marriage, childbirth, relationships, jobs, health, land issues, visas, or simply to receive her blessings. The list is just endless.
For this Arulvaku, nothing is charged at all as an exchange for what they offer there.
One instance relating to my mother's cancer. She got diagnosed for cancer sometime last September. There was a breast cancer with a lump. We told Appuswami that look, this is what is happening. Can we pray to Anagalamman to give her what you call as a trouble-free passage? After 1 month, my father called me and said, the cancer is cured. There is no lump. A lump which was there just 2-3 months back just disappeared.
I personally know my friends who don't even know anything about our culture. A pregnancy that was one of the most impossible ones to even conceive. They were finding it very difficult, and it all happened so smoothly, and now she's also carrying a second child.
In my junior year in high school, I actually felt like my life was going to be over in a sense. I was having some very difficult times. I was in a lot of pain. I even wanted to go in a quote-unquote artificial coma in a sense. I didn't really want to deal with all of that kind of pain and suffering, but I kept believing in Amman. Even from here, from US all the way to India and across the world, she kept listening to my prayers and kept helping me and was like holding my hand side by side, fighting with me.
I have seen a lot of people who were medically could not be treated. They just come in there, and during Arulvaka they are there, and the little process that Appuswami does on them, they are healed and they leave the place like they were never sick.
I had just graduated. I was looking for a job. It had been 6 months. I had almost given up and I was planning to leave the country. Amman came into our lives and she just said, hold on, you're getting a job. And within a week, I got my job.
நம்ம என்ன கஷ்டம்ட்டு போய் நின்னாலும் அவ நமக்கு ஆறுதல் சொல்லி நமக்கு நல்லது செய்றா.
I had a problem about my brother. He was suffering from cancer 25 years back. Sarcoma which is not treated. But he became all right.
When my husband had become very serious in 2017 with cardiac failure, with the sugar high and the creatinine high, and had to be admitted in the hospital, he was in a critical condition. Immediately, Sandhya had contacted them, and the Arulvaka happened, and the divine voice told, he will be okay after surgery. True to Amman words, he came out of the operation also so well, without having any complication, and which was really, really unbelievable. And I was so much thankful for Amman for all that and what Appuswami was doing.
So many stories like this have happened. People have come there for healing, for babies, for exams, for even sometimes when elders are hanging around too long and they are suffering. Her blessings just makes the whole process very easy for them.
But here I am dealing with a particular deity of a different dimension. She is available to us out of kindness. She is available to us out of her magnanimity. And what struck me was the Moola Mantra Appuswami freely shares with people. He is not keeping it as a top secret. I am so happy my family got in touch with such a kind goddess who is just not giving us solution for everything we ask, but she is giving us clarity.
Rituals for the ancestors are necessary to ensure harmony in one's life. Neglecting the ancestral rites creates innumerous issues. Hence, Sedhar Appuvarma has taken it upon himself to perform regular Amavasya pujas and homams every month. Being located by a river which is north flowing and between two cremation grounds, this place is apt for performing the ancestral rites.
I just noticed the community there and how like close-knit everybody was and how they revere Appuswami in that sense of like how much he does for the community and how much he does for pretty much everyone.
He has organized daily tuition for the village children. He provides notebooks and pens for hundreds of children both during Navratri and on an ongoing basis. During festivals like Pongal and Deepavali, he organizes distribution of new clothes and sweets for corporation street workers. They are the most neglected yet hard-working people of the society. A truly touching gesture which is covered and appreciated by local media outlets. He offers regular Annadanam for all who visit the Siddhar Peetham.
For me, it was something different world only where I have not seen that first time. So much namrata, so much looking after the people.
I have not seen such a selfless family in my life.
Whether he knows them well or not, he is always someone who is there to help and there to really serve.
He and his wife Gayatri Ma maintain a goshala with over 40 native breeds of cows. The milk is used in daily annadanam and also distributed to village people. Native cow dung is used in the traditional manner for preparation of sambrani dhupam and vibhuti, the sacred ash. To promote traditional healing, they also develop herbal products for mass distribution. The couple has dedicated their lives to providing these powerful offerings to people all around the world.
Because I used to be someone who's a lot more stubborn in the sense of not wanting to just follow everything that was said to me or my parents said or the culture said. But then I think after experiencing certain things either through meditation and sadhana or being there, I think both of those experiences in tandem really opened me up to the idea that there's so many higher forms of energy out there that are looking out for us, and for people who can access that, they can do a lot of good in the world, and that's something that Appuvarma is doing.
நான் ரொம்ப எல்லாத்தையுமே சந்தேகப்படுற ஆள். என் வலது கண்ணு பார்க்குறத இடது கண்ணு நம்பாது, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆள் நான். அப்படி இருக்கிறச்சே இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு அருள்வாக்கு அம்மன் இதெல்லாம் நான் நம்பி இங்கே இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னா அது அவ எனக்கு போட்ட பிச்சைன்னு தான் நான் சொல்ல முடியும்.
If you're feeling skeptical about any of these kind of beliefs, don't worry. I was in that same exact boat. I don't really believe in much of God's stuff. I'm not very religious to that point.
We live in a world where dry logic and skepticism rules. Selfishness and hatred towards others has become the norm. In this day and age, Sedhar Appuvarma and Gayatri Ma are like a fresh breeze. They bring a ray of hope in the lives of youngsters and elders alike.
When people see that there is results, they flock to her.
People really should go and see this temple and really experience what Appuvarma uncle and Gayatri auntie have to offer. I think that it's extremely underrated what they do, and they should be recognized across the world, and I think that they can help thousands and millions of people.
And even for people around the world who benefit, a lot of us don't have any knowledge, I feel of all these, how energy can be used in different ways, and he's someone who knows all of that and knows how to utilize that in a positive way.
For their activities to spread far and benefit more people, the Moolasthana temple has to be constructed.
அம்மனுக்கு கோவில் கட்டணும், அங்கே அவள் நிரந்தரமாக உட்காரணும், இன்னும் நிறையா மக்கள் வரணும், நிறையா பயனடையணும். அந்த இடத்துல ஜெகஜோதியாக அவள் இருந்து அத்தனை பேருக்கும் ஆசீர்வாதம் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த அப்புசுவாமி காயத்ரி குடும்பம் நல்லபடியாக இருக்கணும்.
If the prana pratishtha is done and the kumbhabhishekam happens, only then we can make sure that she'll be there all the time.
Angala Parameshwari has to be consecrated through prana pratishtha, and her deity has to be established. In a world where money is the base of every transaction, Sedhar Appuvarma performs all these offerings with zero expectation or requests for money. So the responsibility rests solely on us. The situation right now is the land is yet to be purchased. Funds for the sculpting of the vigrahas of many Parivara Devatas of the temple are required. With folded palms, we request people to come visit and benefit. Contribute generously towards the completion of the temple and be a part of this in whichever way possible. Hindu revival can happen only when our Grama Devatas are revived in a big way. They are the deities who walk with us and protect us. Let us invoke them, receive their blessings, flourish and grow.